Yo, what up, nerds, today? I'm gonna be playing with my favorite team out right now. Universe Survival Saga, they are definitely one of the best in my opinion. But let's get right into today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can pay your mom's light bill, and if you don't, I will bang your mom again. But today I'm gonna tell y'all a crazy thing that happened to me while I show off this team. The email contained a video, but instead of hitting play right away, I hesitated. Elena and I had a tumultuous relationship. She was passionate, intense, and frankly, unpredictable. I hadn't expected to hear from her again. With a mix of curiosity and dread, I pressed play. The video started with a sweeping shot of an old, decaying theater. The camera panned to a grand piano on stage. Elena appeared in the frame, her eyes shadowed but unmistakably familiar. She began speaking in a voice tinged with melancholy. "Do you remember the symphony we worked on together? I've made some changes. Meet me at the old theater tonight." The old theater had been our creative haven, a place where we spent countless hours composing music. But it had also been the stage for our dramatic arguments and our ultimate breakup. The invitation was both enticing and unsettling. I decided to go. At midnight, I stood in front of the theater. The structure was even more decrepit than I remembered, its once grand facade now crumbling and covered in graffiti. I pushed open the heavy door, which creaked ominously as it swung open. Inside, the theater was eerily quiet. The stage was lit by a single spotlight, casting long shadows across the room. Elena was there, seated at the grand piano, her face illuminated by the light. Her expression was unreadable. "Glad you came," she said softly as I approached. Elena began to play. The melody was hauntingly beautiful, but it was different from what I remembered. It was as if the notes carried a deeper sorrow and a more intense longing. The music seemed to fill the empty theater, each note resonating with an unsettling clarity. As she played, I noticed something odd. The shadows on the walls seemed to shift and move, as if they were reacting to the music. A cold draft swept through the theater, sending a shiver down my spine. When Elena finished, she stood up and walked toward me. Her eyes were filled with an intensity that made me uneasy. "I made some changes to the symphony," she said. "It's no longer just a reflection of our past. It's become something more." Before I could respond, the lights flickered and went out, plunging us into darkness. My heart raced as I heard Elena's voice echoing in the void. "The symphony now holds the emotions we couldn't express. It's a living entity, a part of us that we can't escape." The lights came back on, and Elena was gone. I was alone in the theater, the grand piano still in the spotlight. On the bench was a note in Elena's handwriting. "The symphony will follow you. It will be a reminder of what we were and what we've become." I left the theater, feeling a heavy weight in my chest. Over the next few days, the melody seemed to play itself in my head, always at the edge of my consciousness. It was a beautiful, haunting tune that evoked a sense of loss and nostalgia. A week later, I received another email from Elena. The subject line read, "The Symphony's End." The email contained a video showing the theater being demolished. The grand piano was being lifted out piece by piece. Elena's final message was clear. "The symphony will live on, but the theater and what we had is gone." The haunting melody stayed with me, a constant reminder of the intense and tragic relationship we had. It was a piece of art that transcended our past, leaving a lingering, emotional echo that I could never quite escape. But let me know what y'all think about that story, and the next story will be about me and your mom when you fell asleep. But I'm gonna stop yapping and let y'all watch the rest of this gameplay, nerds.
justice or anything else like that. Anyone who tries to hurt my friends is gonna pay!
Looks like we have no choice but to attack together. Let's go!
honestly didn't expect you'd put that much effort into slowing him down.
If I fail, I knew you'd be here to do the rest.
I've earned the trust of a robot.
How they get so lucky.